Welcome to another episode of the Mompreneur Huddle podcast, where motherhood and entrepreneurship meets, and we talk about everything in between. What we do.
Girl, you's a boss mom. Baby girl, you so perfect. Girl, you's a boss mom. Making everything worth it. Girl, you's a boss mom. Stand on all of your business, and when it come to investments, and baby girl, you the realest. Girl, you's a boss mom.
Yeah, I like that right there. Today, I have a special guest, the amazing, the wonderful Shatora Ladorne, here from Business Rewired. Hey, girl.
Hey.
That was a mouthful.
Yes.
That was a mouthful. And I'm transparent enough to know I had to do a few takes for that, and I love it.
I'm here
But this
for
the huddle.
it.
We in the huddle. I don't even care.
Thank
You looking
for having
beautiful.
me. Thank you so much. You look amazing.
Oh,
the blue
thank
is
you.
popping.
Thank you. I'm trying, girl. I am trying. Well,
Love it.
welcome. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being willing to share your story. And let's jump right into it.
Let's
Tell
do
our
it.
audience a little bit about you, who you are, and what do you do?
Yes. So I am Shatora Ladorne. I am a business and personal development strategist. I am the owner of Business Rewired University. I also am the founder of a nonprofit called the In Between Initiative. And more importantly, I'm a mom.
Yes.
So my little ones aren't little anymore. So that's a change that's coming.
Yes.
But business is doing great. God is making the moves that
Amazing.
He's supposed to be making, and my steps are ordered.
Amazing. Do you feel like you are walking in your purpose?
Ooh, that's one of those things that every day I go back and check.
Okay.
I have to sit with. I feel like God has me on this Moses-like assignment.
That's big.
It's big.
That is big.
It's so big, and trying to be. Not, I won't even say trying to be, making sure that I'm staying obedient to that and not following the shiny red balls.
Yeah.
I'm navigating leadership in a different way. I'm navigating the way that I do business.
Okay.
It seems like once you get to the top of the mountain, it's like, oh, it's another.
It's another layer. I ain't there yet. So wait, but let's talk about it though, because that Moses assignment, who do you think God had to make you to be in order to give you that assignment? Because I'm pretty sure you were not always this Shatora Ladorne.
No,
You were not. So who did he have to make you to be? Like, or what were some of the challenging things that you had to go through to become this version of you?
Yes. I have had the opportunity. I'll say the first opportunity was being an only child.
Okay.
So I'm an only child, but I had a lot of cousins. I grew
Okay.
up, all my cousins around. We're at each other's
Sister, brother,
houses.
cousins.
That's it right there. But because I was the only child, I had the opportunity to be able to see everyone's different household and how they operate, how they function, if their parents were successful, right? And by parents, I mean, of course, my uncles,
Your aunties and
aunts,
uncles, yeah.
right? And so getting to see from that viewpoint and bring that back home and be able to think about it and not even realizing that I'm doing it, of course, it almost became a superpower because it allowed me to be able to see things from so many different perspectives. So I feel like God started working on me very early.
Okay.
And of course, that doesn't come with this trial. So everybody that's like, God, use me. All right.
Be careful what you ask for now. Careful what you ask for. Use me, but be ready when
Right.
he use you.
Yes.
Be ready.
Absolutely. Being ready. And I think my journey has been about trusting God.
Okay.
That if you told me to take these steps, I have ordered my steps tattooed on my foot.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
You sure do? I know that's right. Practice what you preach.
Yes. And there is it takes a special type of person to be able to walk in the shoes that God gave you. And I'm not tooting
Understanding.
my horn. at all.
Understanding how to walk in those shoes, because it
Yes.
may not always be how we think, right? And looking in hindsight, you didn't know when he gave you that assignment. Did you even know what it was calling you to do?
No,
Did
I
you
thought I was
even-
going to be doing music.
Was you a singer? You sing?
Yes, we had our singing group.
Okay.
We were out there really trying to go get it, calling record labels every day.
Oh, you was hustling.
We were doing the
Yes,
thing.
yes.
And so you couldn't have told me that that was going to come to
Right.
an end.
Right.
I went into being a DJ for a while, doing voiceovers for a while.
Okay.
But one of the things that I found throughout it all is that I've always been a teacher, and I've always been speaking. That's my bread and butter. And I went through the phase like many people do. What's my purpose? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? And then it hit me that I'm a teacher, and I was waiting for confetti to just like
To say, hey, this is
and
it.
it was like, oh no, carry on. Carry on, keep
To
moving.
teach in what way? How am I supposed to teach? Is it in a
Yes.
classroom? I know I'm not supposed to have all these little kindergarten kids running around now, or like in what way? So I think that's the beauty in trying to understand and find your way.
Yes.
Because when we say teacher, it may have the society, label or perspective on it through that lens, but in all reality, it's no. Maybe I should be teaching in a different way.
Absolutely.
Hey, mompreneurs, if you enjoy creating content, talking about products, and you want to make some money while doing it, listen up. I'm excited to share that we are in partnership with Pharmacy, a beauty brand and a wellness brand that is global, that's innovative, and built for women like us. Here's why this opportunity is so powerful. You earn 50% commission from day one. Yes, day one. Your sales equals your success. The products are high performing and affordable, which makes them easy to promote and easy to use. You'll have access to trainings, support, and proven systems that makes growing simple. And you can build your business locally or globally. It's up to you. If you're ready to turn your influence into real income and impact, make sure you click the link below to understand how you can join my team of women, boss moms, mompreneurs, who's adding those streams of income by joining Pharmacy. I'll see you on the other side. This DJ, wait. She was a whole DJ, y'all. A whole singer, a whole DJ. When it comes to where was the connection? Where was the connection from that to, and I'm pretty sure there was a whole transition that you tried and failed, but at what point, at what stage was it in your life where you said, okay, I need to be speaking, I need to be helping people with their personal development? How did you get from that to that? What was that moment?
It was a leap. So I had gotten married at the
Okay.
time. And being the good wife that we say, right? You kind of slow down on your
She put the quotes
passions.
too, y'all.
Right, the good wife.
Whoever's listening and can't see, she put the quotes like the good one.
where you're trying to be the good wife, you're
Yeah.
staying at home, you're not traveling as much because, of course, in that profession, you're across
Out
the
and
country,
about yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so to do it successfully, right? And so just kind of scaling back on that, and then I got into insurance. Insurance is where I found being an independent insurance adjuster, moving into being a trainer in that space.
Okay.
And the one thing that I would hear all the time throughout all of the years, even in music, was, "Oh, you showed me how to do that with ease," and never picked
Teacher.
up on the cues. Right. And so in insurance, I had a wonderful way of being able to break down when someone had a total loss,
Okay.
because that's one of the most detrimental moments in their life. And
With
being
their
able
house
to,
or with their car?
their
or just
house,
with,
their
okay.
car.
Okay.
And just for example, when it comes to a total loss with a vehicle, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you know what? I'm done. I don't have to pay for the car anymore." And I would break it down in a way like, well, you
Not
borrowed the
quite.
money. They don't care if you bought a stick of gum with the money. You still owe the money. And just something as simple as that, it's like, oh, okay, I get it. And so God gifted me with that talent to be able to break things down into bite-sized pieces that people can really consume.
Yes.
And
Yes.
from there, it just rolled into going into Toastmasters and being a part of Eric Thomas' group. And
You was a part of ET's group?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And E
the
is
Speakers Academy, that's the one?
E is
Yes.
dynamic.
Yes.
Well, way back in it was Breathe University for anybody back
Breathe.
that far.
Okay, so I aspire to go to one of the one that they just had here in Atlanta.
Next
I
Level
was not
Speakers?
in town. I'm going to get to ET a conference. I love ET. He was one of the
amazing.
first speakers that I gravitated to.
Yes.
That Thank God it's Monday.
Yes.
Yes. So that is amazing. So it just catapulted from there, and you just were obedient and not even knowing you're being obedient to that calling by developing that skill.
Absolutely.
Now, I love the fact that you moved on it, because it takes some people years to figure it out. You know, the things that we're supposed to. A lot of people don't know early on, maybe I need to get into Toastmasters. Maybe I need to get coaching. We don't know that early on.
Yeah.
Did you have someone that kind of coached you into it, or was that just the environment? Because I know Atlanta is a lot of that. There's a lot of coaches. Like, you're almost destined to be a coach living here in Atlanta, where the access to it where I'm from wasn't that bold in your face.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So did someone push you into it, or like, were you exposed to that early on?
So actually, I was on an assignment. I was only supposed to be here in Atlanta 30 days, and it turned into 4 years.
Really?
So,
Wait.
I know that it just keeps unfolding,
Right.
right?
Wait, this onion got a lot of layers. Hold on.
It does. But my best friend, actually, one day she was like, you know what? You should join Toastmasters. And I was like, Toastmasters? That's all stuffy speaking, you know? But it was a step. And I think that's one of the things that we miss. Like you said, being able to act on it. It was a step. I think that when you take a step, God is going to pivot you and truly order whatever step. You'll end up in the right direction as long as you take one. And it's so hard.
We be in our own way.
Oh, all the time.
We be in our own way just by that one thing. Now, if it wasn't Shatora, right? If it was Tammy would have been like, I ain't going to Toastmasters. They try to get me to do that in school, and I wouldn't have went.
Yeah.
You know, I know me. I wouldn't have went. I'm like, no, I'm going to go follow what's popular. I'm going to do what's popular, you know, but we be in our own way.
Yes.
And then God going to say, nope. Now you're going to repeat it because you ain't do what I told you to do the first time.
Yes.
And that would maybe
40
harder.
years in the wilderness.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
But no, we be in our own way. And like you said, it's just a step. It's just one step. Whether it is, well, all steps are, I believe, whether you see it as successful or a failure, all steps are a needle moved if you take that step, because now you know it doesn't work, or now you know it works, right? So, yeah. So are you okay? So you're able to break down the information in bite-sized pieces. That's a superpower in itself. Does it show up in motherhood?
Oh,
Does it show up? Because that's a whole nother level of patience that you got to have. Does it show up?
Kids to come in. Yes, and it's good and bad, right? Because the teacher in you wants to teach and say, I know, like, just trust me on this. But then there's the true parent who needs to say, let me sit back and let you
fail.
Let you fail. Let you do this thing. I will guide you. I will say that between my sons and their friends, because their friends is always over. My house is that.
Oh, you that house.
I'm that house.
How old are your boys?
19 and 14.
Okay.
19 and 14.
The 19-year-old friends are all over at your house?
Yes.
Girl, you better give them an invoice. Listen.
Oh, we pay light bills.
Give them an invoice. Baby, here you go.
Yes, there's all of that. Light bills, water bills, taking out the dogs, all of the things.
Mama Shatora. We gonna know Mama Shatora house.
Yes, but they truly come to me, and I appreciate that. Yes. They come to me for advice and in breaking things down. Now, they don't always listen. And that's fine. But at least I gave the information, and I see it show up later. Yeah. When they start making the right decisions.
That's them boys, though.
Oh, yeah.
That is them boys. And you've already laid that groundwork, and you said something that I caught that I love when I hear moms say is that they come to me. Yeah. They come to me. That shows that trust. So that shows what you've instilled in them over the years. Mm-hmm. Do you realize that a lot of people are not fortunate enough to have that? It's still women my age that say, I can't talk to my mom. Yeah. I can't talk to my dad. And I just think, like, how? You know? Like, I cannot imagine not being able to, if your mom is still here, of course. Yes. Having that relationship. And it's just so sad to me. It's just so sad to me. But you've created that. Yeah. You created that.
And I'll say this. I think it came from, like I said, that initial superpower of being able to or gift, even being able to see everyone's home and see how I want it to function, see how I'd like to move. Only because me and my mom's relationship, it was never bad, right? But it was never the one that you see on TV where they're close and doing each other's hair and all of that. And I think sometimes we set those expectations and we're looking for something that's like,
They don't even exist.
that's not real.
Not
That's
in
cute
that
on
way.
TV.
Right. Not in that way.
And so navigating what that relationship looks like with your own parent, what is their style? I'm pretty hands off, but if they want to come to me, they want to hug, they want all of that, cool. My mom is hands off, but she will also, oh, you want a hug? Yeah, I'll give you the hug, all of that. But when you're younger, it's like, you're supposed to be,
It's those TV shows we watch.
Yes.
Those Full Houses and Family Matters. And it gave us hope to the American dream.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the air quotes now, if that's what it is, the American dream. But as you get older, you realize, no, life is not that. It's how I want it to be. And that's okay for us.
Yes.
What works for us, you know? And you have 2 boys, so your 19-year-old, he's not a dad yet, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
She said no.
No.
Because even when it comes to that mother-daughter, it's like how, I don't know, and I don't know if anybody out there that can relate, it was an automatic fear of trying to protect or prevent her from becoming what we see or what we've experienced being a woman. And for boys, it's like that automatic trying to protect them from what we know they can go through as a mom. But this is what society makes us believe that they're going to become before they even start walking.
Right.
You know? So it's like,
right.
Form your own, create your own environment, and know what you want, know how you don't want to raise your children, and you go from there. And always put God first. So I love that they come to you. Now, 14 and 19, that's not a big gap, but they're in different parts of their lives right now.
Yes.
Who do you have to be to show up for the 19-year-old and the 14-year-old?
Oh, man. So my 19-year-old, he'll be 20 in August.
You about to have a grown man. Well, he is a grown man now. He 18. Girl.
I know, right? He is that's my guy, right?
Okay.
Like, that's my guy.
Now, we can talk about things now.
He's the one who we can be in the house together, 2-3 days go by, haven't said a word, and we're good. And then the next day we're laughing, we're sharing videos, we're doing, and that's our style. That's how we do it. Yeah. His friends will be there when he's not there. Right?
Oh, y'all close like that.
Close.
Okay. So you raised them. You raised them too, yes. Right. We don't say that.
He has a lovely girlfriend. It looks like they're the for lifers. And my youngest, he's the one who we're the closest when it comes to the physical.
Okay.
Right. We'll watch movies. Well, he's 14 now, so that has changed in like the last year.
He's in a different stage. This is when you start feeling like you don't love me no more. You don't be with me, be up under me. Okay.
I'll get the people. Oh, well, you can't go out because you have. Yes, I can.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I can go. I can pretty much be
anywhere.
But they are self-sufficient enough, and they love each other enough, and I think I've instilled enough values in them to where, actually, that's one of the things that I used to say. Transparently, I used to say, if God forbid, something ever happened to me, I would hope that no one knew until you couldn't pay a bill. And between both of them, that has kind of cultivated their relationship to be closer.
Close. I'm about to say, that's an interesting way of putting it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
What was the biggest lessons you had to learn that came from motherhood, that came from raising these boys and getting to the point where now it is like, okay, I see them at this level. The struggles are real. The struggles are there. What was the biggest lesson, that almost breaking point lesson?
I think those are coming now. The younger
Oh,
years were
really?
easier for me.
Really? Okay.
The years now are, and I think it's the economy too, right?
Okay.
My oldest being 19, going on 20, and the world is his oyster.
Yeah.
But that looks different from
How it
our
was.
worlds
Mm-hmm.
as an oyster. Right now, I could go get an apartment for $325 back then, and I was good. Now, there's just so many things that are almost against them. And keeping him positive and knowing, hey, yes, he feels that weight of being a man and wanting to navigate the world and conquer and do all of the things. But there's also oh, wait, nobody's calling back for jobs right now.
Yeah.
Does it make sense to go to school now?
Yeah.
Right. We had you're supposed to go to school and you're supposed to.
It was
right,
cookie cutter.
It was cookie cutter. But now there's so many opportunities that it's a little more difficult to navigate what does make sense and will, I'll find success. And so I think now it's being that, okay, helping you navigate and find your way, being the voice there to help. But this is a completely different landscape.
A different landscape, right. Do y'all talk about entrepreneurship? Do you? Okay.
We do. He
Because-
details cars and wraps cars and all of that. And my
Because
youngest too.
honestly, the way the economy in the world is, that's almost a route for everybody to probably take. Still do what you're going to do if you're going to work 9 to 5 in corporate, but having your own business or something on the side is almost like you need it.
Yeah.
You need it. Because like you said, the economy is way different. And I was having a conversation with one of my girlfriends one time, and we were talking about how at 18, we were just off at college. We were just out the house. Some parents is putting their kids out the house. At 18, you got to go. And it's like, now I can't see, my son will be 17 this year. I can't see putting him out at 18.
Yeah.
Not right now. Like,
That's
you're
not a
not
thing.
ready. You're not ready. Now, if you are ready, then by all means, but just know you always have a place to call home. I would rather for you to be prepared.
Yes.
You want to learn how to pay rent? Okay, I'm going to charge you to live in my house because my house ain't cheap. So I'm going to charge you. But you're not struggling.
Right.
We always had to figure it out and struggle, not individually, but just as a culture, as a Black culture. We always had to figure it out on our own, starting from ground zero.
Yep.
And that's one of the things I love about Myron Golden. Do you watch him?
Yes,
He
yes.
talks about, that legacy, that teaching your children and preparing them so that way we don't have to always start over. Like, I'm like, we were so behind the curve.
So behind.
We didn't know. But now that we do know, like, I feel like people are still ignorant to that information.
Yeah.
They are still, they're not wanting to learn.
And there's a fear that comes with that, right? There's a fear of, okay, I see it, I know that's the way, but can I? Right? And even beyond the can I, because there is so much out there, it's like, what do? Am I a TikToker?
A
Do I
TikToker,
go
that's a real
into
thing.
engineering?
That is a real thing.
Right.
Yes.
And the
yes.
fact that that's a real thing now, there's no way. Even 10 years ago, you say, "Oh yeah, I'm TikTok for."
Your mom would have been like, "A water, a water."
"Excuse me."
You TikToking and gyrating and doing all that.
Remember what was it on Martin? Tommy was an entrepreneur.
He ain't had no job.
Right. That was an entrepreneur.
But that's what they think too. Even now, though, you're an
Yes.
entrepreneur. Oh, that little business. Oh, what people won't understand what entrepreneurship is until you actually dive deep into what it is people are doing and actually seeing that you're making a living off of these things.
Yes.
And like, you're right. It is that fear of that unknown or not knowing.
Yeah.
How do you change that mindset? Because you deal with, personalities. How do you change that in your clients when they come to you and want to work? You can see that automatically. How do you change that?
It's the confidence. When I'm listening to what they're saying, I was actually talking to a girl 2 days ago. And by girl, I mean literally young girl.
Okay.
Young lady. I'll say young lady. And she's that person that has so many ideas. Just, I can do all of these things. I have all of these talents. And it's difficult to say, just choose one and go
Slow
with
down,
it.
baby. Yes. Focus on one.
Choose one, go
Focus
with
on
it.
one.
And I remember hearing those words, and it's like, yeah, that's the problem. I can't just choose one. And I said, go back to the last thing you were doing. start from there and begin taking steps. And she was saying that gave her a bit of clarity, just simply because you're trying to figure out where to go. Go back to what you were doing last, take a step from there. If you can't go back from that, spin a wheel. Trust God enough that your steps will be ordered. You will get pivoted or you will get blocked. But it will come to pass. And one of the other parts of that is that we don't want to waste time.
Yeah.
We don't want to waste any of the time that I don't want to do this wrong. If I'm going to do it, I want to do it right the first time. And
what's our solution to that?
It's the journey.
What's the biggest solution? You're a coach.
Oh, yes.
You are a coach.
Yes.
Get you a coach.
Get a coach.
Get a coach.
Always.
I cannot tell you how much of an advocate of coaching, the right coach. The right coach. You got to have some discernment now. You got to do your research, because there's so many, like I said, the coaching space is just so cluttered, but you'll find who is for you.
Yes.
But I am an advocate for I will invest in myself to get to an answer, because I know how valuable my time is now.
That's it.
I know how valuable it is now.
Yes.
And I will listen. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's Moses himself.
Yes.
Jesus or whoever. Like, well, Jesus better always be a coach. But get you a coach.
Yes.
Because just like you were that transformation for her, you help her see that in that small. Now, if she stayed working with you, imagine, and you're going to fail, right?
Yes.
So I think that is wonderful that you're able to touch those people. But how do you get it to the masses? Like, how do we make a change as a people, as women? Because it's us. Yes, men are the leaders of their households if you're married, if you're in that relationship. But it's us as women. Yeah. We have to uphold our own too. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of mindset blockages from a woman is not getting paid enough. I can't do what a man do, or just how do you change it? Or where do we begin to change it?
I think that's being a part, like having other change makers with you. What did Neo say? I'm a movement by myself.
Ooh, but I'm a force when we're together.
That's it. Being a force.
Yes.
When you have a set of women that you can come to and truly talk about ideas, and it's not just talk. You can move on those ideas. My closest circle of friends, we move on ideas. And you've been in the situation, I'm sure, before where it's like, oh, that was my idea. I thought about that 5 years ago. And it's like, yeah, because God needed to get it out into the world.
Who said that? Who said that?
Which,
Michael Jackson.
About Prince.
About Prince. What did he say? He said he would always do it because he thought God would give it to Prince if he didn't. That is so real.
It's so real.
Like, it floats around. It's going to land on somebody. Like, and you need to be that one. If not, it's going to move to the next.
That's it.
You're so right.
That's it.
So right.
And I think that is the change. It's being with other people who understand that, who know that, and are able to make those moves with you.
Yes.
And they're able to fail with you.
Yes.
And I'll say it, not everybody is going to have that circle, but you have to put yourself in that circle. I had to put myself into Toastmasters. I had to become a part of ET's group. And especially if you can get in on the ground floor with something.
Yes.
I think I joined Breathe University in 2013. Everything was established. 2014 is when I joined.
Okay.
When you can get in and don't just get into something, be a part
Actively
of it.
be a part. Yes. Put yourself in though. So wait. So Breathe University, he has, I was watching his podcast. What is it called? Something for the Youth. He has it now. Did you put your sons in that?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Because I wanted to, he's not here. My youngest, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this with him, but he's not going to be focused if he's not here. But I just love E.T. I love E.T. But that was off topic. I just wanted to ask you that. But yes, so you putting yourself in those circles, you meet your people when you do that. And it's a reason why you have to move on it. Like, even I met you at the Mompreneur brunch, right? This connection would have never happened. And who knows what comes about these things? Who knows how we're supposed to work together? Who knows, right? But you can never do that unless you're moving your feet. What your tattoo say? Order your steps. Order your steps. Community is so important. So important. No judgment community. No
Yes.
judgment community. Because with women, though, there can be a lot of jealousy,
Yes.
envious. Like, how do you keep that out of your circle?
You know what? I think that's a pact me and God probably made a long time ago, because I don't have those issues.
Good,
And
good.
especially if I see it, I'm just not joining.
Yeah.
And that's a limit sometimes, because you do need to know how to work with different personalities. You need to know how to navigate that space. But I've been fortunate enough to not have to. I've prayed many times before, God, if it's not for me, let it just
Block
let
it.
it not be.
Let
Let
it
it
not
fall
be.
away.
Yep.
And it's happened many
Good.
times.
Good.
Many times where it's like, oh wait, that person, I was
He
supposed to
fell
get a
off by
call.
himself. Thank you, God.
Right.
To the big man.
Good looking out.
Listen, good looking out. No, that's real though.
Yeah.
That is real though. One of the prayers I pray every morning, God, if it's for me, bless it. If it's not, block it.
it.
And the things that, and sometimes that first time I won't catch it, because then I try to force it. But then if it happened again, I'll be like, all right, okay, this was your prayer. Stop trying to force it. So yeah,
Yes.
it does come to fruition when you definitely put it in God's hands.
Yes.
Put it in God's hands. Do you have a private community? Are you growing your own private, not
Yes.
your circle of friends, but like your private community? You do?
Yes. So I
Okay.
have the Business Rewired University family.
Mm-hmm.
They are a wonderful group of people. At first I was just doing cohorts.
Okay.
And I was like, there's so many people that want to join and they can't just dedicate that 90 days.
Yes.
So I turned it into a tier model. So
Okay.
now pretty much, anyone with an idea can join.
Nice.
But I'm also still very honest. My coaches are very honest. If you're not ready for it, there's no point.
How does one be ready for it? If somebody's listening and they wanted to join, how do they prepare to be ready for it? Where do they have to be?
Yes. So my company isn't I'm trying to find my passion company. It is, I have an idea. I want to see it through to fruition. Right. And I think some people get caught up on, is this my end all be all? And one of the first things you have to understand is it's going to change. If it doesn't
Nothing
change,
is your end all be all.
right. Nothing
Yeah,
is your end all be
nothing.
all. If it doesn't change from when you first start building the business, you might be building wrong. You might be trying to push a needle
That ain't supposed to be, because it's supposed to evolve you. You're going to be different
supposed to.
in every season.
Yes, yes. And that's the best part about the community, is that now as things are evolving, you have a playbook so that you do have a roadmap, but you also have a coach every single week to help you from where you are.
Okay.
To be able to help you with what you need.
Nice.
Because you get a lot of these cookie cutter programs. I have 33 modules, and I have plenty of
I'm not sitting
modules.
through no 33 modules. First of all,
Right.
you just gave me anxiety. I had to sit up. Wait, 33.
That's how it is, right?
You don't need 33 modules. Don't give me the fluff.
That's it.
Don't give me the fluff.
That's it.
Girl.
And you have that, though. 33 modules, and your business will be together. And no, that's not how it works. When I say I have a 90-day business build out, it's a build out in 90 days, right?
Do they launch while they're with you in 90
Yes.
days? Okay. So you're
Yes.
able to see them through their launch, work through with them, with the results and everything. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
The only time it takes a little bit longer is, of course, a brick and mortar location,
Okay.
something like that.
Oh, so you work with people with physical and service based.
Yes.
Nice. And you have other coaches. So I heard you keep saying my coaches. So it's not just you.
Right.
Sis scale. Sis got the big
gotta
one. How many coaches
scale.
do you have?
Right now, I only have 2 other coaches.
Okay. Oh, nah.
Well, I won't
We
say
gonna-
only.
I'm
You're
about
right.
to say, let's do that.
You're
We're going
right.
to ask that question again. How many coaches you got?
I have 2 coaches.
Yes.
The reason that I said only is because I want to expand even more. My goal is actually to have the university to be able to be licensed.
Yes.
And then other communities, because I see so many things, especially in like trade schools and all of that, where you go to the trade school, you learn the trade, but you never find out how to start the business
How
on
to
your
start
own.
the business.
If
Yes.
you're in cosmetology, you don't learn how to start the salon.
No, you just learn how to do hair and get licensed.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if there was an entrepreneurial track, Business Rewired University.
Small plug. Let's go. Let's go.
Right? If there's an entrepreneurial track, or if you have some other sort of business and you're like, I really want to be able to teach the business component to it, I don't have the time. Great. License the content. And also I can train one of their coaches. So the goal is to expand not necessarily coaches under my umbrella, but coaches around, right, that understand how to train the content. They'll come back and however their business flows, right? The goal is to be a subject matter expert for your lane.
I love it.
So.
You have an affiliate program?
I do.
I need one.
I do. Okay.
Because yours sound like the in-between of where my programs are. So I have a program called Gracefully Paid, and it starts with the groundwork. So most entrepreneurs, all they hear is six-figure this and scale that, but most of them haven't even made $5,000 consecutively, right? So I do help the mompreneurs at the base level, hence why we have this to give them a platform, right?
That's so awesome.
But that middle piece, I don't work with them. I go right to one-on-ones, and they're not ready for that. So that sounds like something. If you got an affiliate program, I can, we'll talk about that offline.
Let's do it.
But no, I think that it is much needed. It is much needed because we don't have, or no, I'm not going to say we didn't have it. We didn't know of it, or it wasn't as popular to seek that help. There was always go to this college, get this degree, get a business degree, but that's different.
Yeah.
That is different.
That's
I can't
totally
think
different.
of too many things I've applied in my own business from my degrees.
Same.
Aside from the people or talk or public speaking or, you know what I'm saying? But it's not too many things that I've applied.
Yeah.
And now I can't remember the class I even took in college or grad school. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
it's like, shout out to my degrees though, but it's like,
Right.
we need these spaces. We
Yes.
need these spaces. So, how is your coaching set up? Do you have the weekly calls and is it group coaching
Yes.
for everyone?
Yes. So we
Okay.
have 3 tiers. The tier number 1, that's for those of you that are like, I want the 33 modules. And I advise against it. I have it because I know some of y'all are out there. I advise against it. But then I have my core program.
Yeah.
And it's Business Rewired Core. Where we meet every single Sunday. We're having a good time. They have pitching events. We have investors events. So always
love
something
it.
good. I love to bring people in. I would love to have you come in and speak as
Absolutely.
well.
I'm here for it. Absolutely.
Just to come in, have a good conversation, and really talk business.
Yes.
And then talking about the things outside of business as well.
Yes.
And then I have a true cohort. So if you did want me to walk you through one-on-one, we're walking through 90 days of this thing. I'm here for it too.
Okay.
Yes.
What about some in-person events?
Yes, I'd love in-person events.
Yes.
I am not personally putting on my own in-person event.
I need you to though. Look,
Yes.
I advocate for them. Do something maybe in the future. Maybe in the future.
I am happy to put one on.
Yes.
Right. I will gladly show up.
But
I will
listen,
bring the people out, but when it comes to me
To
organizing
plan
an
it.
event and then planning an event,
Maybe.
there's people in my community that do great event planning.
Listen, that's a so I love to do event. I started off with of course book events because I'm an author. I was in urban fiction, and then when I went into fashion, it started off with fashion shows. So I was packing out the arenas for the not arenas. Lord, arena is in the work though, because it came to me, right?
That's it.
But the event spaces was packing out the event spaces. But now, we're doing our first conference, Elevate Your Purpose, and when I say that's a whole different ball game,
Yes.
it's a whole different ball game because now you are really narrowing it down to, this specific group of people. Like it's easy to get people to come to a party or something fun.
Yes.
But when you talking faith, motivation, inspiration, it's work, it's stress, people buying at the last minute. And it's like, all right, ooh, I get it. And we didn't even get into, we actually got into the launch of it, but we locked in one sponsor, so we pushed it back. So now it's going to be the spring of 26. And the planning for that, and I want everything to be like in true Tammy Capri fashion. It's like the planning for that is like, it's a lot. So I get you.
Yeah.
But now that I know that you'll come out and you'll speak.
Absolutely.
Listen,
You
we're
got
going
me.
to talk off camera too, because I do have a lineup of people that I want to invite to speak. We haven't made any selections yet, so Yeah, I'm going to add you to that list.
Okay.
I'm going to add you to that list. But yeah, I get what you mean.
Thank you.
I get what you mean. But in-persons are so important because
They
it
are.
brings people outside. It brings people from behind their computer screens.
Yes.
We got so comfortable with being virtual this, virtual that. Get in touch with your people.
Yes.
Get in touch with your people. I love to see, especially here in Atlanta,
Yes.
I love to see when people are getting together, not just for the social things, but you're getting real value, real impact when you go to these events.
Absolutely.
When you go to these events. So, no, I love it. I love it. So what is next for the university? Now, you are going to grow in coaching.
Mm-hmm.
What is next? Are you looking for actual physical location too, to where people can come to? That's next?
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the ultimate goal.
Okay.
For the university is to build out. So if you've ever been to like the Rice Center,
Nope.
well, an entrepreneurial center where you can come and do things like host your podcast.
That's
you
here?
Can,
In Atlanta?
Yes.
It's called the Rice Center?
Rice Russell Innovation.
Send that
Center,
to me.
yes.
Send that to me. It's like a workspace type
Yes.
of environment? Okay.
Yes. And one of the things that I find is that there are a lot of those out, but because you don't have someone coaching you through, I actually offered this as an opportunity to a few, like the chambers and all of that, where they have these locations where, again, you can come and do podcasts, you can record, you can do brand imaging. They have different conferences there. A lot of the universities will use the spaces for conferences, but the people who are truly entrepreneurs may not even know about it.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
There's co-working space. There's all of that. And that is my goal, to have that, but with the component of you show up with your coaches.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
You show up and there are people there who can truly guide you. You're not just a fish out of water. Because one of the things is that you get all of this great information out of a fire hose.
But how do you execute it?
Right. And you
How
have
do
no
you
idea how to execute.
Organize. What do I need to do now versus later? This is all good.
Yes.
You're right. I have notebooks and top of notebooks over the years of just information.
Yes.
And I may only use 3 things out of that one notebook. And it's like, it's so much more information in here. If I would have had a coach, they could help me put this whole thing into a plan. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right.
And if you are a coach, have a coach.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Every coach needs a coach.
Yes, build the impact. No, it is our purpose, our divine makeup to do that. Like we live through and experience things for us to turn around and say, hey, let me teach the next. Because we are building, we are really building the next generation.
We are.
Of entrepreneurs, of moms, and that leadership. We got I don't know how it was down here, but I'm pretty sure it's probably similar if you lived in the inner city. But we felt it growing up when that leadership left. And by leadership, I mean the OGs in the neighborhood, right? Now you got kids disrespecting old folks down the street, which would have never happened. It would have never happened back in the day. Now you got parents, coming to their kids' defense. Oh, don't talk to my kid like that. When your kid was out doing something and she's correcting him, now you get mad at her.
Yes.
That's where the disconnect is lost, because we don't turn around and say, once we make it, once we get out of poverty, once we understand how to use our money, because this mom may be stressed.
Yeah.
And now she's hearing this bad news or someone says something to her chick. Now she's lashing out on them, but it's not really that issue. The issue is I'm stressed and I'm overworked and I'm not getting no money.
Yes.
But if I would have had somebody show me how to navigate this thing called life, then it would have been a whole different outcome. Like it plays an effect on everything, not just in our business. So it is our responsibility to turn around and help the next person, however that looks.
Absolutely.
Within our communities, within our neighborhoods, wherever, our children. It is our responsibility. And I want to give you your flowers because you're doing it. You are actively doing it.
Thank you.
Actively doing it. So I'm not even going to ask you the question of, is there any more babies in the future? Because you got a 14-year-old, but you never know. You never know. I know somebody that started over at 17.
Oh,
Start over at 17.
yes.
What is it? Any plans for any more children?
I don't have plans for more children.
Okay.
When I'm married again, then that's a conversation we can have. I don't foresee more children.
Okay.
I see the remainder of the years being able to truly lead and lift.
Okay.
That's my goal.
And I will say, biologically, it may not be, but God gave you more children because your covenant is holding other people's children.
Yes.
They're there for a reason.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
and pouring into them and just them being exposed to you and seeing that's doing something for them. That's planting the seed right now for them.
Yes.
That they don't even realize.
Yes.
Right. So it may not even be in the biological sense. It just may be like, these are my children. God has blessed you with other children.
Yes.
And that is a wonderful, beautiful way to look at it. Thank you, Lord.
It really is. And shout out to all, probably 10 of them that are at my house right now.
Look, she's sitting comfortably knowing that these teenagers are at her house. No,
Yes.
that is amazing, though. I just love, I can have these conversations all day.
Yes.
Have them all day. What is the one thing that you wish you could have done differently? Not living with regrets, but one thing you would have done differently that would have gotten you to this place a little bit sooner, or you would have think that would have gotten you here a little bit sooner?
I would have said yes to things that I was afraid to do, that I was fully equipped to do. You know, it's one thing when you're not sure. It's another when you're fully equipped.
You knew you was equipped.
Knew
and
you
still
could.
said,
And you still were like, oh, but I don't know if it's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna work out. Those, as we all say, right? There would be so much more success and so much more. But I know that's also God's timing. But I definitely would have started big
saying
stepping.
yes. What's the prerequisite to yes? To saying yes.
I think the only prerequisite is trusting God will handle it.
I like that.
Good, bad, or
I
indifferent.
like that.
God will
I
handle
like
it.
that. All you gotta do is say yes.
Yes.
I like that. You are such
Come on
a
with the
joy
vocals.
to have today.
Thank you.
Such
It's
a joy to
pleasure
have
be
today.
here.
You give me preacher's wife a little bit, but you also give me, I can turn up now a little bit too. Like what's that go-to jam for you when you ready to get crunk? When you ready, I said crunk. I'm in Atlanta, Lord Jesus.
Right.
I said crunk. Well, when you ready to get like hyped that when you about to go on stage and that give you that energy jolt, like what's that go-to song that you gotta play?
Ooh. Okay, y'all don't judge me.
No,
Yes.
no judgment zone in the huddle.
Yes.
No judgment zone.
Yes, I talk like I am all God all day. But I have two go-to songs. The first one is Headlines by Drake.
Okay.
If anybody knows how that song begins, yes, we are fully confident over here.
Yes.
And the other one is by Russ. Yes, sir.
I never heard that.
When you listen to it, you make sure you
I'm gonna
text
put
me.
by Russ, RUSS.
RUSS.
Text me that when you get it. Text me that song. I'm gonna listen to it.
I absolutely will.
Because
And
you was
when
a
do,
DJ
gonna
too, so
call
I
me
know
and
you
be
know all the
like,
songs.
Oh yeah.
You said me look at you like what?
You gonna call me and be like, "No, girl, what?"
I'm about to get my Bible. Let us pray.
Right, right. Those sit in the back.
Yes,
Those
yes.
sit in the back.
I get. I mean, I no judgment here because I like my music too. Like I am a
Yes.
DMX. Like anything DMX. That
Yes.
dun, 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 dun. I gotta hear that before I'm about
Yes.
to, and it's that something new.
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Drop.
Drop.
Listen, that would get me so hyped.
Yes.
And in the position that we are now, I am always on my faith walk. But I do understand my position. So I don't ever shame anybody for listening because I know that I'm at fault. Nobody's perfect.
Sure.
And I do also believe that, yes, you can get messages through music, but I don't indulge in it all the time. But I also know when I do, I know or I pray I continue to keep knowing or deciphering through what's good and what's bad, what's evil.
That's
And
it.
if I feel myself getting to a point where I'm getting angry or annoyed, like I'm at a place to where I can check myself. Like, girl, why you mad?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Why you mad? But that came with time. You know what I'm saying? Music will change. Like our children, they're not old enough to, or mature enough. I'm not gonna say old enough, but mature enough to understand their feelings, emotions when they're having them in real time.
Yes.
We can do that.
Yes.
So that judgment, whatever that song gonna say, I know you're still able to discern through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you work through that. But our kids, girl, they be listening to stuff, and I'll hear it from upstairs, and I'm just listening to the words.
Right.
And then my son will come down, attitude instantly, and he'll come down, open the refrigerator, slam it, and I'm just looking. Well, hello, you ain't say hi.
Right.
All right, mom. And that's when I have to pull the wig off, stand up. First of all, who you talking to? Second of all, check your attitude. Why are you angry? And then I help him, go through those motions, and then he'll realize I'm not even angry. I said, see, it's that music you listening to.
Yeah.
You can't discern through it yet.
Yes.
This is why that's important, but that's a whole nother topic.
No, I love it. That is where I think my heart for speaking really came from, because even through music will change your everything. I have a tattoo of a mixtape and a turntable across my chest.
You a DJ for real. You a DJ for real.
Right.
Look, you can tell by Shatora, anything she loves, she gonna get it tattooed on her body. She got the scripture, the music. Listen.
Yes. I have music notes all over my shoulder. So it's funny for you to say the preacher's wife type, because it's like, as long as you come in for some real ministry.
Come on.
We got some real ministry for you over here.
Come on. and I get it. And I get it. That means like your branding, it speaks, even when you're not speaking. Like even how you came in so poised, just so, you know what I mean? And the confidence, it just speaks. So no, I love your development. I didn't know you before this, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't always this. But I can tell you, you're on the right path. You're doing it because it's speaking for you.
Thank you.
That is
so
amazingly amazing. Listen, y'all. I enjoyed this conversation, and I know there is much more connection that we have to, get the rapping about, and we're definitely going to do that. But if y'all are still watching, first of all, thank you. But let us know in the comments what resonated with you the most. Like, what can you relate to the most? Like, I know she shared a lot about her and what it is that she do, especially about her purpose and finding her purpose. And that's the most important thing that I like to put out there on my platform and to anyone. What is your purpose? Yes. Why are you doing what you do? Why have God called you to do this? Understand that, and you will never stop pushing that needle forward. Nothing is going to stop you from getting to that once you understand it. Stop jumping into things that we ain't got no business jumping into things. But I do want you to jump into Lychee Capri, though. Lychee Capri, go to the website right now. You can get your bags on discount, 20% off by using the code Huddle, that's HUDDLE, and get your designer bags. Shout out to our sponsor. And I want you to also go to a Home from Shauna Foundation, where they are actively accepting donations for their baby block party baby shower. For their block party baby shower. Make sure you tap in with them. The links will be in the description below. If you did not know, the Huddle is an official sponsor for that foundation, for a Home for Shauna, where they provide emergency housing for pregnant women in need. So shout out to them. Shout out to Cleo and her whole team. And before we get out of here, again, thank you, Shatora, for joining me. Yes. Is there anything that you want to say to our audience? Make sure you drop how they can get in contact with you, how they can work with you, and just pour into them. This is your moment. Let's go.
Absolutely. So, first off, I'll say catch CEO Rewired, Entrepreneur, Get Your Ish Together. That is my book that will be releasing next month in July. I am so happy with how the book has come about. If you are in the entrepreneurial space, you desire to be in the entrepreneurial space, or even if you're already making multiple six figures, that is a book to really go to, and it's a guide. Okay. You can come back and check yourself with the book.
Yes.
You can check that out on my website at yourbusinessrewired.com. You can even download chapter 1 for free. But I would say to everyone, and I'll give you a quick little story if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was in the car 2 days ago, and I went to Texas Roadhouse and got the bread with the butter.
Okay, I thought you was
Okay.
going to say the onion bomb. I like the onion bomb.
that's good.
The onion flour, yes.
I'm in the car, and I had the piece of bread, and I sat it inside of the butter. And I'm driving, and my son called, so I tapped the screen, hands free, y'all. Tap the screen, and I'm talking, and then I started looking around for the butter. And I'm looking around for my bread. I don't know where it is. And it was right there, still in my hand. And I do that same thing with my phone.
People do it with their glasses
Do
too.
it with
Where's
the
my
glasses. Right there. And if there's any lesson to take from that is when you're trying to find out where things are, where you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be doing, start with what's in your hands.
Yes.
Use what's in your hands.
I love that message. I love that message.
Thank you.
Yes. Give it up for Shatora, y'all. Give it up for Shatora. Thank you so much again, Queen, for joining me. Thank you for pouring into the space. I would love to have you back. Definitely, I'm going to contact you about to share more about the conference with you, because I would love to have your presence there. Like, I just felt like this was good. This was good. But you all, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I cannot tell you how much people consume social media and do not subscribe or like or follow. Stay in touch with us. Stay in tune with the Huddle. Hit that subscribe button. And always remember, crowns on, chins up, and you rock the rest of your week. Have a good one.